Welcome. This is day number 310. I was about to say this is Jordan Obeas. My name is Jordan Obeas. Yeah, this is day number 310. I've been documenting my journey for the last 310 days here on YouTube and also building at the same time. So I actually started documenting when I started building towards essentially helping early stage founders fulfill their mission with building the next unicorn billion-dollar company that impacts billions of lives positively, right? So that's why originally I called it the Billions Club, because I wanted to build a network of people who, want to impact billions of lives and generate billions of dollars, right? Um, but yeah, and now it came down to dayNumber, and what's going to do that is literally now it's the solution. It's like, okay, it's the dayNumber. When you make a commitment, your dayNumber is your commitment. It was the day I committed back 310 days ago with my buddy Paul. We did our own 30-day sprint, which is what I just released yesterday. I built a tier where somebody can run a community of up to 50 founders on our platform, get daily AI insights based on what people are logging daily, and then and keep track of the founders' progress over time. Right? See who's showing up, see who's not. I created that, and it birthed from really how I started. Like I said, 310 days ago, me and my buddy Paul, he asked me, hey, look, you want to do like a 30-day challenge or sprint? Set a target, basically, for a goal that we want to accomplish that would impress one another, right? And at that time, I thought, okay, I want to release this documentary series that basically shows people that go from behind the scenes of people that have gone from broke to billions. And I was going to launch a VC fund and, raise $10 million. So I was looking to secure like a chairman. I learned from Dan Pena, talks about QLA, right? So I was like, okay, I'm going to secure a chairman somehow. And he's like, yeah, that would impress me. If you secure a chairman, 30 days, that would impress me. So I went after it. And at the end of the 30 days, I didn't hit the goal. But I kept documenting those 30 days. And the reason why is in the beginning, my friend said, before the challenge even started, he's like, look, it'd be way more interesting if somebody like yourself, actually documented their journey along the way and seen that versus somebody who's already made it, right? So I was like, okay, fine, I'll start documenting. And this was 310 days ago. You could see my videos on July 28th. I posted a video, and it was like, boom, he's like, oh, yo, like he kind of like gave me some acknowledgement there. And so I was like, okay, this is cool. I'm gonna keep going. I remember when the weekend came, it was like day 7 or 6 or something like that. I said, man, I don't usually work on the weekends, but whatever, I'll document it anyway. And I remember I was taking my daughter out to go selling. I don't know what it was. It was like bubbles, I think, and like these sticky bubbles. I think that's what we were selling. And then I kept the momentum going, and 30 days came, still documenting, and then I kept going after that. So we're basically replicating, what it is that I did 30 days ago. And then after that, I pivoted. I started creating a community on school. And then when it came to like December, closer to that, like in November, I had discussed with somebody in the school community that I created that, hey, look, I was planning to build like a TikTok and LinkedIn for founders, and kind of like I wanted to connect investors with founders and stuff like that. But yeah, I was like, okay, here, you could try to build it. Gave him a couple weeks. He built something. He showed me, and then I didn't hear from him for a while. And then after that, just to give you guys some context, this is where I'm at. And then give you a little context here, where I'm walking even. Morning, everyone. Morning. Yeah. So, and then I was like, you know what? Screw it. I'm not gonna let somebody build my app who is in all the way on the other side of the world. And thank God for him, though. He pushed me to to build. It's just I couldn't rely on somebody that I couldn't physically go and talk to in person, like within an hour's radius, right? Because you don't know, man. Like all that stuff. Like I wanted to have full control in the beginning, right? So that's what I did. I started started using ChatGPT. I was already using it. I said, hey, what's the best way to build this? It led me to Flutterflow.io, and I was basically using ChatGPT to guide me how to build on Flutterflow.io, and that took me about a month to get like an MVP, and then I started doing demos, and then over the course of a few months, I had at one point, and then I did another 30-day sprint challenge. With actually not another, my first one that I did, and it wasn't called the 30-day sprint. It was just like a cohort. Alexander Burke said hi. It's my birthday. Hey, happy birthday. Mason Smalley says hi. Hey, how's it going? How's it going? Yeah. So yeah, I ended up. I ended up running another my first 30-day challenge. This was back in April, and at one point we had like 10 people documenting their journey every single day on dayNumber. And how I found the name dayNumber, by the way, it was like just random. Like I was just thinking about it, and I think after work or something, I was just naming dayNumber because that's the most important thing anyway. Is like how many days you've been building, and the fact that you're keeping track of it shows your commitment. So it's really your commitment to continue to actually build what you're building and never give up. James and Morgan, hey, what's going on? Welcome. What's up? So that's the key is so yeah, anyways, I built I had a 30-day window where I said, okay, at the end of the 30 days we're gonna have a live demo day, and we're just gonna demo what it was that we built in those 30 days, and what we're currently working towards, and a little bit about each of our backgrounds. And then I didn't continue that in May. For some reason, I was just, I think halfway through May, a friend of mine, Paul, who started this with, he's like, hey man, what's stopping you from, building on Cloud? And I'm like, I don't know. I just had a bad experience with it before one time, and then I just didn't do it. And then I'm like, he's like, he just basically kicked my ass to say, like, just use it. Like, no excuses, just use VS Code, Cloud Code, and, and build it. And so I did it. I was like, okay, screw it. Well, I'm going to do it. And I ended up in one day, like, transferring everything to Cloud Code. And then for literally the last 3 weeks, been using it every day and building. And it's crazy what it's come to now. James, who's that? Azaka Valenka says, SOS. What's up? SOS. Yeah, so, okay. Just putting down my water bottle because but yeah, now where we're at, it's pretty crazy because, yeah, the title of my stream today is no part. I mean, the best part with any product is really, like it says on the thumbnail, no part. And that was from Elon Musk. He said, it's like, if we don't have to to accomplish a certain thing, if they could just be instant, like, like one button, or you just speak it and it's done, or it just happens automatically, like there's no friction between it, that's the best because it delivers the result right away. So our job is to continuously remove things and get out of the way in order for you to deliver the result that you're looking to deliver, right? So that's the key is, and so for me, like I just thought, okay, imagine I can use it on like WhatsApp or whatever, but or through text, somebody can. But I was like, no, people who are builders are using Claude every single day. Most of them. A lot of people are using Codex too, but most people are using Claude, and even me. So I was like, I'm gonna see if there's a way that I can connect dayNumber to Claude. And because the way that I built it was that every log is public, no matter what you post is public, the whole network can be queried, and so you can gather data from dayNumber for whatever purposes you want if you're a founder or an investor, right? So that's the way I designed it, and it's just amazing, like what you can ask. Imagine you had access to the journals of or you could say blogs of, um, you know, I don't know, a couple hundred founders on a daily basis. They're updating it, what they've done. Like, what would you ask? You probably, if you're an investor, you'd be like, who's the, what some patterns do you see in successful investors, and who are they? I have successful founders or founders who are up and coming. Who's the, if you were, and then you can ask it too. You can say, hey, if you were an investor looking at dayNumber's data, what would you, which founders would you invest in? Potentially, you could ask whatever, I don't know, whatever questions you want, even like taking people's story. If you go on dayNumber.io, check it out. You can see people's logs, their journey, and it's in chronological order, right? And from, you could switch it from newest to oldest, but that's like an autobiography right there. So imagine if you say, hey, take my own log and put it into a script, which is what I do automatically anyway for people that are on the pro term for 30 days, and they make 30 logs. It'll produce one chapter of your, almost like your own autobiography, like you wrote it, but it's ghost written by dayNumber. So yeah, you can say, hey, write an autobiography or of me based on all my logs so far, right? In my first person, what do you call it? Yeah, as a first person, right? In the first person narrative. So yeah, that'll be I don't know. There's so many use cases that you could probably do, right? So anyways, uh, yeah, the best part is no part. So the if you can deliver a result instantly, without any friction, uh, without any in like it's just like boom, it's the clearest path, right, to the solution. Then that's the best part. It's instantaneous. That's why when you go live here on YouTube, it's like, yeah, it's what do you call it? It's just almost instantaneous. You could just literally press the plus button and go live, and then boom, you're connecting to the world. So anyways, where's everyone? I'm gonna start moving towards the tree. I'll pick this up. This big tree here. Yeah. What are you guys up to today? What are you guys? Yeah. It's fly here. Yeah. So think about what are the things that you're actually trying to deliver. When you're building something, you gotta know the purpose, the end result. What is the end result of what you're trying to get? For me, what I thought of is, okay, I want to make it easy for people, so easy for people to document that it's not even there. It's like you're just logging somewhere where you're already using that platform already. And for me, it was Claude. I'm using it every day. Like you're using LLMs every day. Why not connect it to the LLM? And yes, still have the standalone app that I'm using so people can check, like, um, yeah, visually how things look. They can share stuff. There's different things you could do on the app that I don't know you couldn't do on Claude. Maybe I'm wrong, but seeing it visually is also nice too, and seeing the feed is also nice too. Seeing other founders, seeing the community on that platform is nice as well. So I think, but having the ability, just the main thing is the data, the input, right? Sharing their stories, and then the feedback is gonna come after that. Without the input, there's no output, right? So we need as much input from people as possible, make it as easy as possible for people to log, right? So yeah, guys, that's the main thing that I wanted to share today. It's like, hopefully, you have to submit an approval process for to be a connector on Claude, an official connector. Right now, I'm connected to it, so it's amazing. I'm able to just talk from Claude and query the data of dayNumber, like from mobile, which is crazy to me. So, anyways, I gotta head out. Shout out to everybody that's here. Happy birthday to Alexander. Shout out to Mason Smalley, James and Morgan, Azaka Balenka. Have a great day, guys. This is the end of day number 310. I'm out.